Yo, so we have another video for you guys, and this time it's Snoop Doggy Dogg, and he has been in a bit of a controversially talking about Lightyear. This movie's old, so I was wondering how this popped up. So Snoop Dogg is speaking out after backlash over his criticism of the LGBTQ plus representation in Disney and Pixar 2022 animated Lightyear film. Yeah, I watched this film. It was garbage. It flopped. This movie didn't need to be made. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, I watched it. It was entertaining to an extent, but the Lightyear character wasn't even. He wasn't voiced by his original voice actor, which was upsetting to most people, and they kind of like it felt like it was its own movie. It didn't feel like it was part of the Toy Story Lightyear. It was completely different Lightyear, and no one liked this Lightyear. Everyone liked the Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story, but it was terrible. What was I? The 53-year-old rapper who recently admitted he was scared to go to the movies after being blindsided by a same-sex couple in the film is now clarifying his stance and stressing that he is an ally. All my gay friends, I'm trying to do Snoop Dogg voice, Snoop Dogg Dizzle, Sizzle, right? All my gay friends know what's up, man. They've been calling me with love, the Grammy nominee wrote under the Hollywood Unlocked clip of T.S. Madison calling him out. My bad for not knowing the answer for a 6-year-old. Teach me know how to learn. I'm not perfect. Yo, Disney, they've been known to put things in movies that are questionable. This movie, he went to take a 6-year-old to a movie, and he's a grown man having to explain a 6-year-old a same-sex couple. Come on, like, let's be real. Why is this in the movie? You're confusing people. You're making parents scared because you don't want. You're having a 6-year-old asking questions about birds and bees. How these two managed to create a baby. You go to the cinemas to be entertained, not to have them come out the cinema and asking all sorts of questions, which will start to bring up even more questions and start to get. They're 6. They don't need to know these things at this age. Why is Disney shoehorning this into movies? And also, this movie was banned in certain countries for these specific reasons. And it flopped because it wasn't in certain countries. I think probably in Asia, they banned the movie. It wasn't allowed in the cinemas. He added that his earlier comments reflected his confusion while trying to respond to the question from a grandson during a family outing. This is what it is. It's a family movie. It was meant to be a family movie. Why is this in it? Why did you put this into a family movie and think, oh, this will be okay? Come on, Disney. Why you throwing this woke stuff into the movies? I was just caught off guard and had no answer for my grandson, he said, insisting all his gay friends know he supports the LGBTQ alphabet community. While appearing on the It's Giving podcast earlier this month, Snoop described feeling overwhelmed with his grandson asking how a female character in Lightyear had a baby with another female character. Boy, that's even more confusing for like, even as an adult, that's confusing. Snoop is speaking out after. Yeah, I read that. I didn't come in for this ish. I just came to watch a goddamn movie, he recalled, admitting that he panicked when pressed with an answer. These are kids. We have to show that at this age. They're asking questions I have no answers for. That's what I'm just saying, man. It's meant to be a kids movie. Why is this in the movie? Did they sit down and think themselves like, let them have to explain? This is the way now. It's like, yo, man, come on. At 6 years old, you don't know if you're gay, straight, on Alien. 6 years old? Come on. Why? Why? The Pixar spin-off, voiced by Chris Evans, features Uzo Aduba as a space ranger Alicia Hawthorne, who is shown marrying her partner, Pico, and raising a child in a brief montage, which also features Disney's first same-sex kiss. Well, we breaking ground there. Same-sex kiss, man. That's woke as hell, man. Why was this pushed into a cartoon for kids? This doesn't need to be in a cartoon for kids. Unbelievable. The scene made headlines before releasing, having been reinstated following an internal outcry from Pixar staff. Oh, thank God, people actually saw what they were doing was wrong. Snoop remarked through sharp criticism online, with some accusing him of homophobia. He didn't say he hated gay people. He just said he didn't want this in a kids movie, where he had to explain everything to his kids and his 6-year-old grandson. He didn't say, "Oh, gay people shouldn't exist." He said he didn't want to see it in a movie aimed at children. It's confusing them, and it's confusing for him to have to explain it to them. Cancel culture is high these days. They want to cancel Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg can't be cancelled, man. Everyone loves Snoop. Being afraid of gay parents in movies is crazy, one fan wrote. No, we don't mind gay parents in movies. Nobody cares. It's when you put it into children's movies and you have to explain every detail of how this relationship works. That's when it's a problem. But some ignorant fans are, "Oh, he's homophobic. He doesn't like gay people." No. It's the way these things are put into children's movies. It shouldn't be into the children's movies. It shouldn't be there. It is well out of their league to be putting this into, because they're so young. They don't know anything. I understand you don't want to say that gay people should not be able to exist, but when you're 6, I don't think you're thinking about being gay at 6 years old. When you're a child, I don't think you're thinking about those things. So why are they pushing it into movies? Screenwriter Lauren Corderson, who worked on earlier version of Lightyear scripted, also weighed in. "So, I created a Lightyear lesbian," she revealed on Instagram, explaining that writing Alicia with a wife felt natural and impactful. It's not a big deal, but it's like, man, this came across a bit, overly. "I knew the representation affected it could have." Goodison wrote, "I was elated that they kept it. I'm proud of it. To infinity, love is love." She added that while she will only contributed in early drafts, she was glad to see the couple make it on screen. "Stuff like this matters, blah blah blah." It's not the first time Snoop has faced scrutiny over LGBT comments. In 2004, he used his slur in an Instagram caption, and he wrote, "Okay, now the rapper is the grandfather of 8. Wow. So he wants to learn the moment to shut down the conversation." Look, Snoop Dogg don't need to learn anything. Like, I guess, like, we live in a world where, let me put this in perspective. We live in a world where there's a lot more LGBTQ representation going on in the world, which is good, but now they're trying to put it into a lot of things that they shouldn't put it into. It's popping into cartoons. It's going to cartoons and like, oh, let's say that there's straight people in cartoons kissing, yeah. But I guess they're trying to say that it's not abnormal to be gay. But as I said before, when you're 6 years old and you're that young, you don't know anything. So to start planting the seeds of this into young minds before they're able to actually acquire some sort of like self consciousness of their sexuality. This doesn't seem right. It feels wrong. Anyway, yeah, I'm out. I just babbled on about things. Yeah, I'm out. Like and subscribe. Snoop Dogg is not homophobic.